Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. It certainly seems that 2026 is shaping up to be the year that anti-aging levels up. Previously, when we spoke about anti-aging skincare, most people were referring to just a couple of ingredients. Retinoids, vitamin C, maybe a peptide if you're lucky, and that was it. Well, now we have access to a plethora of amazing anti-aging skincare ingredients, but with just about everyone singing the praises of each and every one of them, it can seem a little bit overwhelming. I'm someone that's just hit 40, and so I'm definitely focusing down on the anti-aging aspects of my skincare routine more than ever. And in today's video, I wanted to share with you 5 key ingredients that I think everybody needs when it comes to anti-aging skincare. Of course, you can add others alongside these, that's no problem, but these are the core 5 that I think really form the basis of a good established anti-aging skincare routine that's going to give you the very best benefits. Minimizing fine lines and wrinkles, fading hyperpigmentation. Sit back, relax, let's talk the anti-aging skincare essentials. Now, in today's video, I'm going to share with you my top 5 anti-aging ingredients and my favorite products that contain each and every one of them. As always, these recommendations are sponsorship and paid partnership free. You'll never see an ad here on Mad About Skin because I pride myself on my independence. Turning down that coin so I can speak from the heart, never the wallet. If you want to support me as a truly independent skincare content creator, the very best way of doing so is by reaching down and giving the video a big thumbs up and a like. The more likes a video gets, the more widely YouTube distributes on its platform. So just from the bottom of my heart, love to each and every one of you. Now, without further ado, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. So 5 key anti-aging skincare ingredients and the amazing products that contain them. Like I say, this is an exhaustive list. You can absolutely add anything else you want to this. See these as like the foundation 5, the core components which you can then build on. And that's definitely something that I do with my own skincare routine. First up, let's talk retinoids. I think when most people think anti-aging, the first ingredient that comes to mind is retinol. Now, retinol is a very old style retinoid, still works wonderfully for a lot of people, but it's often not the most effective out there. In 2026, we're blessed to have access to so many amazing over-the-counter retinoids, often new generation ones which add additional benefits to our skincare routine, but also come with fewer side effects and irritation. Lots of people are talking about the demise of retinol with some increasing regulations, restrictions and bans coming in place. So now seems a really good time to switch from retinol to one of the other great advanced options. I actually covered every single retinoid available in a recent video, which I'll leave a link to up there. Definitely one to check out to kind of make sure you're using the right one for your individual skin's needs. But I would just say getting a really good retinoid that works for your individual skin is like the core component of an effective anti-aging skincare routine. And I would also say don't be afraid to mix it up. Mix it up based on what your skin needs in that moment. Take, for example, me. At the moment, I'm having quite a breakout prone phase in my skincare journey. I have adult acne and have done for years, but at the moment, I seem to be breaking out more than I did, say, 12 months ago. So I've actually switched my retinoid from Retinal, which I was using previously, to adapalene. Adapalene is the very best when it comes to anti-aging, but also minimizing breakouts, reducing acne flare-ups. And so I made this quick switch in order to maintain the anti-aging benefits, but also get some additional acne fighting too. Once my adult acne is back under control, I'll then probably go back to Retinal, which my skin just seems to love, and that'll be the one that I use for months and months and months. But I would just say at this point in the video, listen to what your skin's saying. You can absolutely switch up your retinoid of choice based on what your skin needs. Just make sure that you're using the right one based on the outcomes you want to see. And hopefully that video that I linked earlier will help you achieve just that. Now, up next, let's talk ectoin. Now, ectoin is a very new ingredient in terms of over-the-counter skincare. It has been around for some years, but it's exploded in popularity in 2025 specifically. As we come into the new year, I think ectoin is one of those key ingredients that everyone could benefit from. The reason I say this is it's fantastic at boosting the barrier function of the skin, minimizing sensitivity, redness, and irritation. Now, inflammation is the #1 enemy to good skin. I've always said this because at the end of the day, if our skin is inflamed and very reactive, then it's never going to be at peak performance. Inflammation can also trigger hyperpigmentation, meaning you'll get more dark spots and discoloration, and it can degrade collagen, meaning an increase in fine lines and wrinkles. So I would say there's very little point doing anything else in your skincare routine when it comes to anti-aging if you're not on top of your inflammation and minimizing it where you can. Ectoin is hands down the best ingredient that's going to help you to achieve that. I like to use it alongside some other calming and soothing actives such as azelaic acid, which is another favorite, but Ectoin is like the core one. Often when it comes to anti-aging, we're using some quite high potency actives, such as the retinoids that I just referenced. And ectoin used alongside these will calm, soothe, and minimize inflammation associated with it. So, like I say, this is why I treat it as a core ingredient when it comes to effective anti-aging. Now, my favorite ectoin treatment actually comes with a vitamin C attached, and it's the Remedy for Daily Defense Vitamin C. This is your vitamin C to fight hyperpigmentation, increase glow and luminosity in the skin, but also has ectoin alongside it to minimize side effects, fight inflammation, and just bring equilibrium back to the skin. This I absolutely love, and it's a 2-in-1. So if one of your skincare ethoses for 2026 is streamlining, maximum results, minimum products, this is a no-brainer because it's your vitamin C with your ectoin all in one. If you just want a standard plain up ectoin serum, go for the Face Theory Ectoin Milk. This is a really nice emulsion that has a high dose of that ectoin. It's going to deliver you all that great benefit, and it doesn't break the bank. A lot of people recommend the Paula's Choice Ectoin, but that is like 3 times the price of the Face Theory for basically the same formulation. So do your wallet a favor and just go for the Face Theory one, which in my opinion is just as good as the Paula's Choice, but a fraction of the cost. I love it, and if you just want a standard ectoin serum, the Face Theory one is definitely the one I would go for, but I like my 2-in-1, getting that vitamin C hit with the ectoin all in one. Now up next, I want to talk peptides. Now, I think peptides over the past 3 years have grown and grown and grown in popularity. Now just about everyone will have a peptide serum somewhere in their skincare routine, and I think that's great because they definitely help promote collagen production to minimize the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. They're hydrating and they're plumping, which gives some immediate anti-aging benefits. And if you choose the right peptide serum, they can also help even out the skin tone and fade hyperpigmentation. So they do an awful lot that comes into that anti-aging category. For me, when it comes to peptides, as with retinoids, I say mix it up based on what your skin needs. So day in, day out, I'll use this from my own skincare line. This is the Mad About Skin Copper Peptide Serum. I love this because it's encapsulated. So the copper peptides in here are fully encapsulated, so you can use them alongside everything in your skincare routine. Your retinoids, your vitamin C's, your exfoliators, doesn't matter. You can use this alongside without risking damaging those peptides. Encapsulation just makes your life super, super simple. And this is really inexpensive. I like to use a lot of peptides. I like to really pack it on the skin to get that plumpness, that hydration, and to get maximum benefits. And you don't really want to do that with a bougie and an expensive peptide. So go for a well-formulated but affordable option, and that way you can use as much as your skin needs. I'm super proud of the price point of this one, meaning it's just accessible to everyone. It's currently for today only. This is actually the last day of this offer on 3 for the price of 2. So if you put 3 in your cart, when you check out, you'll only be paying for 2. If you put 6 in your cart, you'll only be paying for 4, so on and so forth. Just make sure there's a multiple of 3 in your cart, and when you check out, you'll be paying for 1 less than you imagine. If you just want to buy 1, try it out. I've also left a standard discount code down in the description that'll just get you 25% off if you just want to buy a single unit to try. But super affordable, and I like to pack my peptides on to get maximum results. This is encapsulated, so it makes it really easy. But also remember, you can use copper peptides in the morning as well as the evening. I don't know where this narrative that copper peptides should be reserved for your evening skincare routine came from. They're actually great antioxidants, fending off free radical damage, which is really why you want to use them on a morning. They're also great at reducing inflammation in the skin. I've just talked about inflammation when it came to ectoin. Further reduce inflammation by using copper peptides on a morning and an evening. That's something I would encourage everybody to do in 2026. Mix it up a little bit if you need something more from your peptides. There are ones that are specific to brightening the skin now. There's peptide serums that can fight acne. Lots of different options on the market, but like I say, make sure that you're using a copper peptide morning and evening in order to get the maximum anti-aging benefits. Now let's talk about an ingredient called carnosine. So you've probably already heard of, retinoids, you've probably heard of peptides. Some of the ingredients I'm talking about today are fairly common and understood. Carnosine is probably that little hidden gem you might not have heard of. But there have been quite a few recent studies which show just how effective carnosine can be when it comes to preventing something called glycation in the skin. Glycation at its basic level is where free sugars accumulate in the skin and they cause cellular damage and can damage the collagen, which leads to an increase in fine lines and wrinkles. Glycation is one of the key drivers for premature aging, so anything we can do to minimize it has got to be a good thing. Carnosine is one of the most effective ingredients when it comes to fighting off glycation, reducing it right down and minimizing its impact in terms of wrinkles. It can be a little bit tricky to get carnosine in your skincare. Brands are increasingly formulating with it, so don't worry, but it can be a little bit tricky. So the product that I recommend to get my carnosine fix is this. This is the Medik8 Advanced Pro Collagen Peptide Cream. This has some peptides in it, which work really well alongside your standard peptide serum, just to boost up the results you're going to see. You've also got a plethora of other rejuvenating, anti-aging ingredients in here, including growth factors and NAD. NAD is fantastic at fading hyperpigmentation. So this is like an anti-aging one and done, but it's the carnosine in here which I think is absolutely phenomenal, and this is going to prevent that glycation and just help minimize any future aging that you have. This fully recommend. And if you see it as the growth factors, NAD and a carnosine cream all in one, it might cost slightly more than some other products, but I think it's worth it for that 3-in-1 approach. And last but not least, let's talk growth factors. They took the skincare world by storm in 2025, and they definitely should be part of a core anti-aging skincare routine in 2026. Growth factors are phenomenal because they boost collagen and elastin production in a multitude of different ways. So if you want to really get on top of your fine lines and wrinkles, growth factors are going to help you deliver that. There are so many different options on the market and the price variation is huge. You can splurge on a $300 growth factor serum, or you can save and go for a budget-friendly $15 option. There are different qualities to different growth factors, and I covered all of this in a recent video, which I'll leave a link to up there. That video actually contains all my growth factor favorites, so I won't cover them separately in today's video. You can always reference back to that one. But I would just say, I've mentioned this one, the Medik8 Advanced Pro Collagen Peptide Cream just now, when it came to carnosine. Also contains growth factors. So again, if you want to streamline, if you want to keep things, reduce the cost, keep things as affordable and simple as possible, you've got your growth factors and your carnosine all in here, and it's a great moisturizer. So definitely packing a punch with multiple different benefits, and this is why I'm reaching for this more and more all the time, because it just makes my skincare routine super simple. I wouldn't be without my growth factors. You don't just have to use this. You can use another growth factor serum alongside this. You can use it in place of. Check out that video for the full range of different growth factor types available and choose the one that fits your budget. But yes, an effective anti-aging skincare routine in 2026 should definitely include a growth factor serum in order to get the best line reduction. So there you have it. My fabulous 5, we'll call it like the fundamental 5. I don't know what we want to call it, but these are the 5 key ingredients that I really think form the basis, the foundation of an effective anti-aging skincare routine. Of course, you might want to add other ingredients on top of this, and there are so many out there to choose from. But if you get this core 5 right, honestly, you're 90% of the way there. I'm now 40 and looking to minimize the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, really keep on top of my hyperpigmentation game, and these 5 ingredients really have helped me to achieve that, which is why I didn't want to gatekeep, I wanted to share them with you today. So if you've made it this far, if you're part of the bitter end crew that watched the end of the videos, firstly, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. But let me know, if you watched it this far, is anti-aging your core aim, goal when it comes to skincare in 2026? If it is, let me know by reaching down into the comments and just typing 2026. That way I can thank you for being part of the bitter end crew that watched to the end of the video, as I really do appreciate you. But also we can see just how many people are focusing down on anti-aging as their core outcomes when it comes to their skincare routine in 2026. That way we can all go on this anti-aging journey together. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.